But Nikki, they thought Xania was a real person.
Xania is an extension of me, so I look at her as a real person.
But you can't sing.
Oh my God.
About a month or so ago, I covered the AI R&B artist Xania Monet, who popped up, I want to say back in July of 2025. Now, Telisha Nikki Jones, the creator behind Xania, has revealed herself in an interview with Gayle King. Let's check out this clip, y'all. Like the video, share, as well as subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it.
Kehlani has been very outspoken. I know you've seen her. Nothing and no one on earth will ever be able to justify AI to me, especially in the creative arts in which people have worked hard for, trained for, slept on the floor, beeping, got injuries for, worked their entire lives. I'm sorry, I don't respect it. That's part of her criticism also. Maybe she should write a poetry book. I'd love to support a good poet. I can't paint, so I'm not going to create AI paintings and sell them, taking up space from up-and-coming painters. What do you say to that? Because I hear that and I understand that criticism.
Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Technology is evolving. Everybody have different ways of putting in work to get to where they're at. I don't feel a way about it. I still love Kehlani music. I still listen to her every day.
There was also some controversy because people thought, okay, if she's an AI singer, what if it isn't a black woman? What if it's, for instance, a white man could take this and do this?
Yeah, I heard that a lot.
Yeah, would that be okay? Would that be okay?
I mean, if they created it.
But it seems to open the door that way, or a black person pretending to be a white rocker, you know, and they're not.
Right.
I could see why people could be offended and worried about that.
Definitely.
Do you see that?
I do.
The first time I laid eyes on you.
But that's why I'm here today, to let them know. I'm Telisha. I'm a part of your culture. I'm a black woman. I'm a creator. I'm an entrepreneur. I created Xania.
All right, y'all. So you heard Gayle in this clip confront Telisha about some of the growing concerns, not just about her actual AI artist, but about where the future of the music industry could be headed. So when Kehlani, went viral for making her point about where she stood, she said that this wasn't about, no personal attack against the creator, but this is about the craft of music, because artists spend years developing their voice and emotional range. But AI bypasses that process. And so you're talking about a person who's able to spend 4 months of their time learning AI, putting in that work. But for a person who has, started even as a young person, singing and crafting their skill, and then going through the trials and the different processes to really try to grind it out to become a successful artist, if they even make it that far in terms of becoming a mainstream artist, or an artist that even if they go the independent route, they are able to generate enough revenue and income to where they can sustain themselves and continue to create future projects. She says AI bypasses that step. And also the argument about her just becoming a songwriter, because many say if the lyrics are yours, why not write for others? And she says that these are poems from her experiences, and that the app Suno, which Timberland is one of the creative directors on and for this app, she says the app just takes and transforms her music, or her poems, I should say, into the lyrics, into the music, and formats it in a way where it tells the story and she doesn't have to naturally go through that process. The reality is that songwriters are often underpaid and invisible, but being a songwriter does not guarantee stability, credit, or ownership. Also, the deal and the chart performance. She debuted on Billboard Emerging Artists and R&B digital song sales. The deal is reported as multi-million dollars.
How was I supposed to know? Has landed Xania Monet on 5 Billboard charts, including a radio airplay chart. Billboard believes that's an AI first.
This is not just virality. The music charted. So the industry has already decided it is valid, and a multi-million dollar deal sends a message. If this model works once, labels are definitely going to repeat this process in an attempt to benefit from it monetarily. So A lot of people took issue with the sound comparisons, and I addressed that in the previous video. People are saying they can hear a little bit of K. Michelle, some Beyonce, Summer Walker, even some SZA influences. So some are really questioning if this is creativity or AI remixing the emotional tone of Black women artists who've already built this sound. And then when Gayle posed this question about, if Telisha can do this, what happens when non-Black creators do it? Because this is where cultural ownership has entered the chat, because who gets to create and profit from Black sound and identity? And as I covered in my previous video, we already had the example with the AI rapper FM Mika, who was controlled by non-Black execs. They used Black imagery and slang, and then Capitol Records dropped it after the backlash that they were receiving. FM Mika showed how quickly AI can become digital blackface when the culture is performed but not lived. There's the part about Black employment and AI, because Black women have some of the highest unemployment rates. Historically, the first pushed out during tech shifts are Black people, and in particular Black women. We cannot afford to not learn AI. And even if we do not like AI, we cannot ignore it, because if we don't learn it, then the shift will happen without us, and we will be the first ones replaced. The real concern is that it's not Telisha's creativity, but the issue is the industry scaling her idea without protecting Black creators or real artists. Because this one Black woman wanted to innovate, and the industry will copy it, and they will remove the Black woman. And this is what we need to be on the lookout for. A lot of the comments that I see have been mixed. So here we have someone says Kehlani is right. Here someone says it's hard to be the first. She is brilliant for figuring this out, combining her existing work with AI. Well done to her. It says sis look like AI sitting in the interview. And here someone says, how do we go to the concert? That's also been a reoccurring question and comment that has popped up. How would you go and see this artist? Someone says, at first I thought this whole AI artist deal was crazy, even unfair, but then I realized there are writers who create hit songs for artists that can sing, yet they often have to fight to get paid or credited. And I actually already mentioned that point. And meanwhile, singers who can't write or struggle with writing are out here performing songs nightly, making money off the songs written by people who can't sing, and that's always been accepted in the industry. So if an AI platform allows talented writers, producers, or even physically challenged creatives to make a living doing what they love, maybe it's not as unfair as it seems. And to the point when she talks about people who can't sing, that was actually a comment that Gayle made to Telisha during the interview. She said, but you can't sing. And the woman was like, that's true. But she came back and basically said, but these are my poems. These are my words. I've taken my lived experiences and used them to fuel and power this AI artist. So here someone says, AI generated music is derived from the blood, sweat, and tears of real creators. It simply cannot exist without human musicians. Without them, we just get endless variations of what already exists. Someone says, is it her voice or AI? It is not her voice. In the interview, she actually walks Gayle through her process for using this Suno software and how she goes about making her music.
From the beginning,
I go into Suno.
Suno, okay, that's the music app.
Correct.
Okay.
Suno is the music app. I scroll through my list of poems or what I wrote to see what I want to make a song about.
Got it.
And I just take those lyrics, just go in and paste a sample, style, slow tempo, R&B.
So you're saying I want slow tempo R&B.
She adds a few more prompts into AI music generator Suno, like female, soulful vocals, light guitar, and heavy drums.
And from there, you just create. And they give you two versions. So the first version, what I just played, this will be the second one.
There's definitely a difference between the two.
And definitely, sometimes I'm doing this for hundreds of songs.
Really?
Until I get the one that I feel like sounds right.
So if there's someone says, as an author and someone who spent years in the music industry, I 100% agree with Kehlani. It pisses me the F off seeing ads claim people can write a book or a song in under 15 seconds. Like that somehow erases the time, energy, and sacrifice real artists pour into their dreams. Someone here says, so who cares? We didn't say nothing when you fake went to space. If it's available to you to make extra income, I say go for it. She's a beautiful woman. AI she created is beautiful, whether it's her voice or not. Those are her words and feelings. And then they added Xania Monet, keep up the good work. I love all of your words and music. You're not the only one doing this. I don't even know what to believe anymore on these social media apps. What's real, what's not. People didn't know if she was real or not, and they were actually in the comments kind of saying, you know, oh my goodness, I've been through this before. Oh, I feel like you're talking about my exact same experience. So people are definitely connecting with these artists, and as this commenter is saying here, forget what anybody else has to say, keep doing your thing, because the tools are out here. Don't hate the player, hate the game, is basically what she's saying. Someone here says, I hope Gayle King asked Timbaland the same question, y'all. I think it's a benefit that she came online to expose who she was and reveal her identity, because maybe she was concerned about people believing that she was perpetrating as a Black woman, right? Doing digital blackface, where we know behind a lot of these AI accounts, especially the ones that don't even post the most positive things, right? They make a lot of degrading posts about Black people, especially Black women, and their whole account is nothing but that. And I would bet that a lot of these accounts are not even Black people running these accounts, and these are monetized accounts on social media. So, you know, I definitely get wanting to reveal yourself, even though you're not the actual artist. Let me know what y'all think about this down in the comment section. Does knowing a Black woman created this shift your view at all? Or does it still feel like it undermines artists who train for their craft? And do you think AI and human artists can actually coexist without one replacing the other? Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, y'all. I'll be interested to see what you have to say. Like this video, share, as well as subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.